Alright guys, welcome back to Fallout 76 Skyline Valley update. And we're doing Powerhouse of the Cell. We need to go to Pharmaceutical Wing. We're helping out Hilda. And if you missed it in the last one, I mentioned there was a 18 gigabyte update for the game. And it kind of really screwed up the game. So there's no markers on your compass. That one's already dead. But yeah, there's no markers on the compass. Whenever I open the map, most of the time it puts me right here for some reason, even though we're literally on the opposite end of that. So yeah, weird things. Weird things. Go to the greenhouse. Alright. Alright. Pharmaceutical research. What? Why would I need a key for that when I'm already here?
Is angry. This is nothing. I can hear them. Oh, I'm sweating red. That can't be good. Shadows time.
I'm sweating red. That can't be good.
I'm leaking! This wound is so loud! I'm good. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Shut up. Oh, my stash.
Run away after drinking our beer. Skyline, shadow dead. He hit me! I see beast. I see.
I thought they were making a sound through that door. I was like, oh, that's weird. Usually can't hear them through the doors. And we filled up the stash, which puts our weight down to 293, so we could only have put like, what, 20 pounds in there or something? Pharmaceutical R&D. Clear the loss.
Here! They're here! I knew I could smell something! The shipwrecks! This is nothing! I'm leaking fantasy! The spirits are asleep! Get me going! Beasts! They rip and scratch and cut! Must rest.
Search for Henry. Henry.
Looks like you found Henry. Good. Now we just need to mix Serum Alpha. Head to the pharmaceutical lab. It should be through the door on your left after leaving the greenhouse. Once you've made the serum, we'll have to test it. I'd managed to sedate a couple of the lost earlier. There should be one taking a nap in the clinical trial room. It's just past the observation room, through the door to the left of the mixer station. You'll have to dose them with the serum. Hopefully they won't be too mad when you wake them up.
Chainsaw. Have I found a chainsaw? So the head for the R&D lab, which is literally the one right up there. Oh, it just said inaccessible. Did not mean to go out here. Yeah, I literally like yesterday got finished playing Alien Isolation, and I'm so used to having to save the battery on the flashlight that whenever it's dark, I usually don't have it on in this game. Shut the hell up. Alright, no access to that. There's a thing over there, but this is where we need to go. Clinical Trials, Chamber 1. There's a dude in there. We probably have to create the serum first. And then we give it to that dude, maybe? Drug testing terminal. Incoming messages. The incident. To all from Oberlin. Subject: the incident. As I'm sure you are all aware, a member of staff has been attacked by one of the subjects. Due to this, a temporary process has been put in place until we can create more focused and planned procedures. The subject cannot stay alive for longer than 2 hours. If a sentient subject is necessary for an experiment, 2 armed guards must be present at all times. When the subjects are finished with, take them to disposal to be correctly dealt with. This is all for now. Signed, Chief of Security James T. Oberlin. Experiment reports. Incoming messages. Oh, that's okay. Experiment reports. Oh, error. Okay. Wasn't looking at the bottom. Didn't want that, I wanted the pencil. Yeah. I'm almost encumbered. How did I pick up that was so heavy? I had almost 40 pounds that I could pick up. Oh no, it went down. Taking... What did I take? I don't remember. Did taking that do it? Chainsaw. I've never used a chainsaw. Dual bar. Okay. Got a chainsaw mod. Oh, we came up here. Okay. Yeah, we've been in there. This was just inaccessible. Stimpak in that thing. The hell is it? Toxic goo. Serum mixer test. Activate. I can't inject him with serum and power armor. Jesus.
Oh, a stabilizing agent. Okay, you'll need to make your way back into the caverns outside. The entrance you need is in a pipe in the greenhouse. Look for some of the fungi growing in the cave. The ones that survived in there should be hardy enough. I may be able to extract an effective stabilizer from the juvenile mycelium spores in the mushroom's gills. Oh, and those caves were used to vent dangerous gases from the lab. You may encounter some mutated critters or side effects. Good luck! Come find me when you get some samples, and I'll extract what I need and mix the next doses.
So, that Empowered Lost did a shit ton of damage. And I accidentally used like 4 stim packs. I meant these 2. And we got the key to the gates out here, so. Oh, hello. What is the hell? Why is it so trippy? Mushrooms, man. Oh, what the heck? Can we defeat the shadow? I don't think so. No, okay. Just wasting ammo. Okay. I was hoping I would be able to choose to go inside of one of the places, but I guess not. Ooh, I need to repair this thing. Oh, I forgot that that was actually an inside area. Really, he's still... okay.
You're back. Did you find everything?
Found everything you needed. What the heck was in that cave?
20 years of runoff gases from various chemicals, waste materials from the section's power source, as well as various spores and pollens from the plants that got vented into it. Give or take some years and materials. Oh, are you seeing some side effects from exposure? Your eyes do look a little funny. Tell me what you're experiencing. I'll take notes.
Intelligence 12 plus, sensory hallucinations, visual, auditory, and others.
Ooh, very astute observation. I will write that down verbatim. Not entirely unexpected given the past few decades of chemical exposure to that portion of the cave. But hey, you're still breathing and standing too. Look at you, you're a regular lab rat in the making.
Go away.
Is somebody there? You're back. Did you find everything?
Found everything you needed.
Great! Hand them over and I'll make the new serum. You know, mixing formulas was always one of my favorite things to do here. I always thought, hey, if this doesn't pan out, maybe I could be a bartender at one of those high-class joints. One time, I mixed a custom cocktail for one of Uncle Hugo's parties. People loved it. Maybe it went down a little too well. Folks might have gotten far more inebriated than expected. Still, only a slightly smaller chance of mixed alcoholic drinks exploding than advanced chemical formulas. Okay, here's the first one. And here's the second. Don't worry, these shouldn't explode. Head over to the biology wing. There's a lost sedated in the surgery room. Should still be sedated, hopefully. I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, I'll unlock the door from the terminal.
I am super mutant. I am unstoppable.
Right. Wonder if this is a bug that, it won't go away, because it's very annoying, to be honest.
Spirits and specters, shadows and shit, phantoms. They rip and scratch and cut and hurts. Shadows attack.
Biology Lab 1. Can't grab the typewriter. Brain! Mad Ramblings 1. While procrastinating during lunch, I had an idea. What if we could harness advanced computing capabilities from the engineering lab and integrate them into the human brain? This, then, in theory, could significantly improve cognitive function past its current potential. Mad Ramblings 2. Crazy thought, but what if we could revive brains? Same brain, different vessel. The great minds presumed lost in the war could potentially be resurrected. With this approach, research could span centuries, similar to a symbiotic relationship. I could seamlessly attach to a host and move on to a new one when done. Mad Ramblings 3. After revisiting the book Frankenstein last night, it led me to wonder, is there a possibility of achieving a similar concept but with other species? Imagine a blend of the most desirable traits from a diverse range of species. The radiation resistance of someone with our condition, the vision prowess of an owl, and the strength of a gorilla. This fusion could propel us towards an evolutionary leap into superhuman status. We already have that with serums, buddy. Maybe that's how we got the serums, I guess, I don't know. Concerned about Victor. Victor has been going off on his mad ramblings again and is bothering the pharmaceutical team into letting him borrow a monkey for an experiment. This was after cryptically asking me if I could be any animal other than human, what would I be? Please have a word with him and put a stop to whatever he is cooking up. I do not want a repeat of what happened last time. Can't take the brains? Bullshit. Or this magazine. Go away, moth. Antibiotics.
What?
Inaccessible, requires terminal, okay. I don't need radix. Large baby bottle, that's all that was in there. It doesn't really do any damage, so I'm not worried about it. It's just very annoying. James Stewart's terminal. Got all my caps back just now from all the fast traveling I've done, so. 20-pound dumbbells, no thank you. Jamie Stewart terminal. Incoming messages, research change. To human biology research from overseer, subject new priority. To the human biology research department, we have decided that we want your department to change research priorities for a short while. We want the human biology team to focus on a new project based around keeping brains alive outside the human body. Cassie and I had been going through old files when we stumbled upon research sent to me by an associate from before the war. After thinking on it, I believe this could be of vital importance to our security efforts. Cooperation with the engineering department will be required. Ignatius will provide a full brief. Hugo. The incident. To all from Oberlin, subject the incident. As I am sure you are all aware, a member of staff has been attacked by one of the subjects. Due to this, a temporary process has been put in place until we can create more focused and planned procedures. The subject cannot stay alive for longer than 2 hours. If a sentient subject is necessary for an experiment, 2 armed guards must be present at all times. When the subjects are finished with, take them to disposal to be correctly dealt with. That is all for now. Signed, Chief of Security James T. Oberlin. Get out of here, Shadow. Go away.
You're no longer taking orders from this kiosk! Kill the creatures!
Not that beer bottle.
It hurts!
Fluid handling. Phoropter? Okay. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be. So dumb that you can't do it in it because they're so overpowered that they would probably kill me in one hit if I didn't immediately get back in my power armor.
Nice work. Sensors indicate the problem squatters have been removed. Check in with me from time to time. I may have additional assignments for you to carry out.
Damn it! That didn't work either. But we're so close. Okay, once more. Serum Omega has the stabilizing agent from the mushrooms, the relaxants from Henry, and a stronger dosage than Serum Alpha. Go to the vat storage room. You should find one of the lost in a vat hooked up to some machines. Place the serum in the slot in the machine. That should dispense the serum safely into the vat to be absorbed. Oh, this is our last chance today. Cross all your fingers and toes.
Did I miss anything? Oh.
Dad, come again! Be gone!
We got a big one.
I'm talking about you. I'm leaking. They hit
Okay. I guess you get through there another way. That's where we need to go. Probably die instantly if you just jump into what I'm guessing is FEV. Don't need this shish kebab. I need a weapon repair bench. Find the VAT storage control room. A bowling pin? What would I need that for? What is in a bowling pin? Don't really think I need to make any more ammo at the moment.
The storm is angry. Is it angry with me? With us?
.5mm, don't need it. Requires terminal. She'll probably open it, or we open it from in here, and that's how we get out easily.
Is it angry with me? With us? Creatures here. Creatures there. I'm sweating red. Creatures here. Creatures near. Compared to the storm, this is nothing. I see peace. This is what I see. It's so loud. I see.
Place Serum Omega into the Serum Administrator. Look at that guy. Look at his underwear. It's dirty.
Did it work? That looked like it worked.
Whoa.
Temperature stable. Power. Good. That's good. Some of these readings are a little weird, but we did it! You better head back to the office. I'll tell you everything.
That's a lot. Yep. Oh, the terminal's right here.
Welcome back. Let's talk.
What did I just do exactly?
It's complicated. To understand, I need to tell you what the actual purpose of this facility was before the Lost. Those vats contained sleeping residents from our vault. Back when we faced our first crisis of the mind. Going feral. Before the Lost. Feralization was the only real threat to our happiness here. It was running rampant, and we were desperate to fix it. My papa was one of the volunteers. He showed early signs of going feral and offered to go under. Be a test subject for cures. He was also that last patient you ran the experiment on.
What does it mean to go feral?
I'm sure you've run into their like before. It's when our kind goes from just sounding gruff and radiated to snarling, teeth-gnashing monster. We don't know why it happens, who it can happen to, or if there's any way to cure it. But, well, that last part is what we're trying to figure out.
And what's the connection to curing the lost?
Short answer? Science. Long answer? Well, I can explain that, sort of, if you're ready to hear the rest of it, that is.
I think I follow. Go on.
Okay, let me try to explain. As you probably noticed, the once sedated patients have two key problems. They aren't really sedated much anymore, and they're still lost. So, I'll come clean. We're not here looking for a cure for the lost. Or at least, not here and not me. I'm here to test out new ways of sedating the patients here. Something stronger that can even put a lost under. But, before you get mad, we are looking for a cure. The royal we, just not me. Not here. Sorry about that.
Let's see, don't kid yourself, this is a waste of time. Why take the risk of sedating? Why take the risk of sedating them?
You have to remember, these are our friends. Family. If we can keep them sedated, they aren't a threat to us or themselves anymore. And if you want to be pragmatic, we need samples. Living, healthy samples. See? It's still science. Promise.
If you're not working on the cure, then who is?
That's classified, I think. With the way you handle yourself, I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time before we rope you into the effort.
Were you close to curing the feral problem?
Not really. We had some early breakthroughs, especially using the, never mind. Just science stuff. I can tell you it mattered, though. A lot. We all had someone going through it, and I mean all of us.
It's okay, I'm glad I could help with this at least.
I don't even have a joke. I really appreciate that, thank you. Oh, and before you think I just wasted your time on a personal project, I did manage to secure some tissue samples, too. And we needed those! Really! An integral step in fixing the lost, I mean it. But look, I'll head back to the vault soon after I finish up here. You can assure Oberlin that you've completed your rescue mission. Have a fun hike back! Bye now!
Okay, report to Oberlin.
You should head back.
So,
Tell Oberlin
can
not
I...
to worry about me.
Do you have anything in here that I could use? Incoming messages. Still access denied. Because the doors, obviously, she had to open them for us, but... I don't think there was anything else in here we needed. So we can travel back to Dark Hollow Manor.
Ah, the one from outside. How's the storm?
I always go in there, thinking it's him.
Wow, your skin isn't split at all.
If I hadn't already lost my hair, I'd be tearing it up. You're back. Were you able to secure Hilda safely?
I've made sure that Hilda
Seeing
returned to the
someone do
vault.
so much good around here. It's
That's good to
precious.
hear. She's an invaluable asset to the vault. What exactly was happening over there?
She's trying to keep the lost sedated for future experiments. She was just wasting time. Honestly, it's all.
Reckless. Perhaps a necessary step in seeking a cure, but to do so alone, with the region in the state it is, well, it's good you were able to arrive there before she'd gotten herself killed. You're more capable than I had assumed. I'll make sure you're suitably rewarded for your effort. Take a moment to dust yourself off, but report back to me soon. I have another job for you. This one's a bit more delicate than the others. You're dismissed.
Okay.
It may not seem like much, but your help has been invaluable to us. Thank you.
These jumpsuits don't leave much
3 stim
room
pack,
for
8 right away,
expression.
8 purified water, baseball grenade, plan for a severed lost hand. Interesting. Double crosswise, report back to Oberlin, he has another job for you.
Glad Hilda is back safely. Hopefully her research will be just what we need. If you're ready, I'd like to brief you on a highly classified matter.
I'm ready. What's my next assignment?
To be frank, you are among the few here that I believe I can share this information with. Though I suppose that's not saying much. I have not been entirely honest about my role here. Not to you, nor other members of the Vault, Hugo included. I am Lieutenant Colonel James T. Oberlin, United States Army. Actively, not formally. I remain in contact with him to this day.
Hate to break it to you, but I don't think there's much of a U.S. military left out there.
I suspect that's for good reason. There's much about how we operate that civilians aren't privy to. And like I said, for good reason.
Go on.
Originally, I was to oversee a government-funded weather research project. One that was shut down and then ultimately scooped up by Mr. Stoltz. While I was never exactly an expert on the subject, Mr. Stoltz found my experience with the project important for the transition. That project led to the development of this very Vault's weather machine, and ultimately our current predicament. I have remained in contact with my associates in the Army ever since, reporting the good and the bad.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back.
So where do I come in?
Security said it was nothing to worry
Not long ago, I dispatched a member of my team to pass along my findings to a drop site I've been using over the years. Unfortunately, he has failed to return, and I fear the worst. Daniel is a good man. It's important we bring him home, if still possible. There's also the matter of the report, and whether or not it had been passed along, or potentially fallen into the wrong hands.
Okay, I'll go to the drop and look for Daniel. Daniel is another member of the military?
No, Daniel is part of the security crew hired by Mr. Stoltz, but he is still a member of my team. While I wasn't able to select my team personally, I have come to trust each and every one of them. It pains me not knowing Daniel's condition.
What's in these reports?
Information on the weather machine, the storm, the Lost, and Mr. Stoltz's recent activities. If things continue to accelerate as they are, I may end up requesting additional support. It's imperative they be made aware of what's happening.
Okay, I'll go to the drop and look for Daniel.
Thank you. The drop is located at High Knob Tower along the western perimeter of the park. We haven't had trouble with that location so far, but there is a chance that the Lost have overrun it. Or potentially some other party, drawn in by the allure of the storm. Either way, you're going in blind. Be prepared for the worst.
Go to High Knob Lookout. Good thing it tells me...
Oh, welcome back.
Oh. Good thing it tells me,
What if we go
that,
back
because
to the
if not,
surface and
I wouldn't know where to
nobody
go.
wants to know us because of our, you know, condition.
No. Alright, let's go
Don't
talk
you
to
be
Hugo
starting
as
to
well.
change things up around here. We got a system. I'm
Would
tired of
you
all
all
red tape
shut
and security
the
checks
hell
just to
up?
get a breath of barely fresh air. Need something?
Now that the generator is fixed, I can hear myself think again. Need something?
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
No, that's... Where the fuck was he again? It's funny because I run into him first, usually.
There's a landslide around the mansion.
There we go.
I wonder how that
All I gotta do is read the damn sign that says Overseer.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for
I could
eating?
So, shall we begin? There are some tasks that I'm unequipped to handle myself, and I need your assistance.
Okay, I'm ready to get started.
Excellent. As you've hopefully been made aware by now, the source of the weather phenomenon outside is a device that is under our control. Or rather, the lack thereof. Control, that is. In order to solve this error, we'll need to acquire the weather machine's blueprints. They are in the wall safe just over there.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here.
You called me here just to walk a few feet. Great, I'll go grab them. Give me a second.
If only it were that simple. The safe can only be opened with a key. A key that my beloved wife Cassie has chosen to hide in a very secure location. So secure that only she knows where it is. This is problematic, as she has been unwell and unresponsive for quite some time. That said, she was a diligent note-keeper. I'm certain you could find out where she moved the key to if you were to search through her notes. You should find them all in our room upstairs. It is unlocked, so you should be able to just walk in. With my condition as it is, I'm unable to do this myself, and thus, my new friend, the task falls to you.
Because he's blind? Yeah, I gotcha. You locked the only copy of this blueprint in a safe? I mean, none of that matters. Makes sense.
You will? Oh, wie wunderbar. Best of luck.
It's so stupid to
I could use some help over here.
be like, well, why would you need me to do it? Or not really
The
me,
new
but
animals up
why
there.
can't you do it? Like,
Any of
he
them
already
good for
told
eating?
us that he's blind.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
I don't like when games have such stupid, like, oh, you can ask this question. It's like, yeah, but why wouldn't you already just know that? Like, they literally just told you. Thank
I
you.
miss research and science.
Cassidy, my dear friend, I am forever grateful for the chance to exhibit my work at the New Orleans Museum
screw
of
it.
Art.
I miss how it
Largely
was
thanks to your
before.
generous donation, which has funded the most difficult to source materials for my pieces. As you know, the majority of materials I use have to be shipped to me by my family, as I am unable to find them myself here in the States. The exhibition opens in 2 weeks, and I would be so honored if you could attend the opening ceremony, to see my art and to give me a chance to express my gratitude in person. Please find the attached tickets for opening night with all the details. Yours
There
truly,
were
Catherine.
other vaults than ours. Are you really that surprised?
Oberlin looks a lot less stressed lately. Still
Anniversary
seems
letter.
distracted, though. Hope whatever's
Maybe
bothering
we
him
can
gets
invite him to
relieved
join
soon.
us for drinks.
Transcribed from the
See
desk
if
of
we
Hugo
can get him
Stoltz,
to
my
let
beloved
his plan
Cassie.
slip.
With you, I never feel far from home. You've enriched my life in ways I never thought possible. You've become my better half, my sight, my lover. Mit
We
der
felt the whole
Konet
vault
ish
shaking a while
for
back.
Skyline,
Security
or
said
as
it
they
was
would say
nothing to
here,
worry
you are my
about,
partner in
though.
crime. A life without you would be terribly dull, and I would never want to miss you. My treasure, these have been the best years of my life. Happy anniversary, Ich lebe dich, dein Hugo.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Cassidy's journal. And then we have art lessons.
There were other vaults than
Lessons
ours.
with
Are you
Ramona are
really that
going
surprised?
very well indeed. Who would have thought that a theatrical or a theoretical physicist could have such impeccable artistic intuitions too? Oh my god, I'm reading this. I was lamenting the fact that my dear Hugo could not see any of my art, and then Ramona had such a brilliant idea. Why don't I paint in impasto style, where the thick layers of paint create a textured surface which Hugo can feel with his hands? Such a genius idea. I can't believe I didn't think of it myself. Now my darling will be able to enjoy his wife's wonderful art, just like everyone else. I must make sure the paint dries thoroughly before I show it to him, though, or we'll be cleaning this place up for weeks to come.
Supplies are
And
starting to
Cassie's
dwindle a
diary,
little,
journal.
even with the stockpile from the supply runs.
October 18th, 2077.
Before the
Poor darling
storms.
Hugo, I haven't seen him this worked up in a long
Don't you
time.
be starting
But who
to
can blame
change
him?
things up
He is
around
only worried
here.
about his daughter's
We
well-being,
got a system.
as any
It
good father
works,
would be.
damn it.
I think he is just afraid of her impressionable
good
mind
at
being
this,
corrupted
Alfie.
by the people around her. Still, I am not sure I agree with his solution to this problem. Unfortunately, he has already made up his mind, and once he gets like this, there is simply no point in arguing with him. Let's just hope that Audrey never finds the truth, or they'll be hell to pay. February 13th, 2087. This vault can be so claustrophobic. 10 years. So suffocating. I miss how much travel Hugo and I used to do. I miss all the different views. I miss the French quarters and the music. I miss being surrounded by creative people. The people in here are also creative, but in a scientific way. Maybe one day we will be able to enjoy the world and the arts as we used to. My only sanctuary is a small waterfall in the garden sector. There I can pretend the world is still the same. Plus the sound of the running water soothes my
I'm
mind
tired
whenever
of all
I
the
start
red
to feel
tape and
unwell,
security
which
checks
seems
just
to
to get a
be
breath of
most
barely
of the
fresh
time
air.
lately. I fear my condition may be worsening. March 8th, 2087. God bless Hugo, but he can be so naive sometimes. He is too trusting, thinking that if he keeps the business within the hands of friends and family, then he has no reason to worry. I ran into someone snooping around our office this afternoon, said they were just looking for a report, but I wasn't born yesterday. I've decided to lock away our more sensitive documents somewhere safe, and won't be letting the key leave my person for any reason. Luckily, I have fashioned the key into part of my favorite necklace, and it fits perfectly. No one needs to access these documents unless they have Hugo's or my permission anyway. As for this little detective I caught in the act, well, let's just hope they fake their way into a different vault. March 26, 2087. I can't get any privacy in this wretched vault. I was sitting in my happy place in front of the waterfall, finally reaching the deepest levels of my meditation. Then guess who comes stomping right out from under there? Johnny, the head janitor, clunking around with a box of tools. Stupid man. Just when I was finally starting to relax. I didn't even know we had a maintenance room back there. Still, it's good to know that there are some lesser-known areas down there. Perhaps I should let my darling Hugo know about this concealed area. Why that would be a question, I have no idea. Search for Cassidy near the waterfall.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get
Why
a
would
breath
it tell
of
me to
barely
come
fresh
in here?
air.
Shut the hell up. God, people are so annoying. Oh, it's probably just telling me to go down here.
There was a landslide around the mansion? I wonder how that happened.
I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and news. Screw it. I miss
Maybe
how
I can
want-
dig up some information on the rest of
Oh,
Appalachia.
yeah, that's
Could prove useful.
the dude. I want to find the workbenches really quickly so that
Vault
I can
63
repair
has lasted
everything,
this
but I
long.
cannot remember where
No
they
reason
are.
to think it won't keep lasting.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
No. This fuse box looks like it might be broken with a quick hit. Oh, there's the thing that the mayor was on, I guess.
What the hell are you doing in here? Get your filthy hands off her!
I'm just trying to help. She's got the key.
What's that? Oh. I understand. I apologize. Truly.
Attention, citizens.
I'm just very
Nuclear strike
protective of her,
imminent.
you know? She
Please
was,
exit the area at your earliest
is
convenience.
my other half, and life is just
Thank you
not
for your
complete without her.
cooperation.
Of course she has the key herself. I should have known.
Well, I've got the key. I'll get your blueprints for you. How'd you find me? I thought you were blind.
Apologies for the confusion. I often forget just how unusual my situation has become. I was born blind, and lived that way even after becoming a ghoul, as you put it. However, as I've mentioned, an accident at this facility altered me, not unlike the lost that wander the surface. I see the world in pulses, wavelengths, a universe of violent synaptic connections, carving out and outlining every object and person. Navigation is trivial for me now. I was able to spot you in these sacred grounds even from my office. To the lost, I imagine this vision is a curse, a terrifying cataractous cloud that distorts their world. To me, it is a new life. Needless to say, I don't find myself bumping into things while getting around the vault anymore.
What's wrong with her?
Nothing. She's perfect. Always has been. Always will be. The same incident that has put me into my condition. Well, it made her quiet. Tired. She'll be right in no time. All the more reason for you to get a move on with those weather machine blueprints. No?
Why is she locked away here? Why not an infirmary?
I don't think it's anyone's business to see my wife whenever they wish. I'm sure you wouldn't like that either if you were in her position. Just exposed for anyone to see like some animal in a zoo? No, not my Cassie. She deserves peace and quiet to recover.
So repairing the weather machine is related to her recovery.
Is that what I've said? I suppose I revealed too much with too little context. Forgive me. Now isn't the time to discuss such things, not before you have a better grasp of what we are contending against here.
Well, I've got the key. I'll get the blueprints for you.
Yes. Very well. If you would excuse me, I would like a moment with my wife. Come find me when you have the blueprints.
Okay. Oh, this is the, that's right, the room with the pipes that, as of right now, do nothing.
What if we go back to the surface and nobody wants to know us because of our, you know, condition?
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something, you know.
I'm sure
full
it
of
was.
accidents.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
Where did they nuke? Apparently nowhere.
Seeing someone do so much good around here, it's refreshing.
Weather machine blueprints, instructions for Hitman. Classified, Mr. Redacted. We are in need of your services once again. One of our senior advisors, a Mr. Quentin Hake, has continually failed to toe the party line, and it is starting to become a problem. To make matters worse, his continual questions about the potential morale implications of our new technologies have started to raise some eyebrows amongst the other vault dwellers. Please see to it that Mr. Hake is taken care of, preferably after his scheduled visit to the observatory later this month. He will be traveling alone, so this should present an ideal opportunity for you. P.S. I obviously expect you to exercise extreme discretion with this. The last thing we need is the media catching wind of the whole thing. From the desk of Hugo Stoltz. Love
Any of
letter.
them good for eating?
My gorgeous capitalist piggy. Please, my dear, I beg you to come with me. No good can come from a project funded by a big corporation. Please, please, please meet me by the makeout point next week on the 23rd, and we can flee together. Don't leave me alone. Signed, your beloved communist swine, A.
Any of them good for eating?
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though.
Oh my god, I can't see these damn stairs.
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system, and it works. I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of
What if we
barely
go back to the
fresh air.
surface and nobody wants to know us because of our, you know...
I believe you have something for me.
Actually, I stumbled across some interesting notes.
Did I ask you to snoop around in
The
our
map
personal
one?
affairs? That was and is none of your business. Forget the petty gossip and focus on the task at hand. Am I making myself clear to you? Now, the blueprints. Have you found them yet?
So these will let us fix the weather machine?
Arrived a few
It
years
is a
back.
step, yes.
The old vault sure
You'll be
was
provided more information shortly.
before the
Do be
accidents.
patient. Remember, this is all new to you, but years in the making for us.
Here's the blueprints, Hugo.
Well, they're no good to me. I can't read them. Go deliver them to my daughter, Audrey. She's the one who's leading the effort to repair the weather machine.
We got a system
Oh,
that works,
and
damn it.
before I forget, our conversation earlier, in Cassie's room. Water under the bridge, yes? I do hope we can keep that just between us. I'd hate for rumors to flutter about.
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Nothing to be embarrassed about, though. You guys had a wonderful relationship.
The best. She's the most beautiful person. She keeps me balanced. We were never apart, and we collected the most wonderful memories together. Excuse me. This makes me rather emotional. Oh, and before you go off to Audrey, I would like you to indulge me in another thought exercise I've been meditating on. If you were to repair a ship by replacing it plank by plank, piece by piece, so much so that no single piece of wood from the original vessel remained,
The old vault sure
would you have a
was
new ship?
something.
Or would it still be the original,
Before the
only
accidents.
improved?
I mean, it depends. Yes, it's the same ship, but with newer parts on top of this. No, by the end, it's a completely different ship. I mean, if it's... You're replacing them, but you're not building a new ship. And so it is the same ship, just new parts.
Spoken with confidence. Personifying the boat like a true sailor. For this exercise, I propose we conclude the opposite. Just humor me a moment. Let's say for this example that we can agree that eventually it is a new ship. Because I think the more interesting question is, at what point does it become so? After half of the planks? After the final part is replaced? Perhaps the rudder? Or mast? If we were to change piece by piece, at what point do we become something entirely new? Up. One moment. Let's perhaps hold on an answer. I'd rather that linger with you a bit. And you have important business to attend to. Now, off with you to see Audrey. She's buried in her books in the meteorology sector. I hope you have some good hiking boots. It's quite the trek. Safe travels.
Go to Vault 63, Meteorology.
I could use
sector.
some help over here.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for
So
expression.
both of these obviously require to go outside of here, so let me...
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. What if we go back to the surface?
Maybe it's on the lower level. That's why I can't find the things. Yes, it is. Alright, I need... Oh, this is just this one. Okay, well let's go ahead, because we have to do it to fast travel. We'll just travel, I guess we'll just travel to our camp and repair everything there. I don't think any of this, yeah, the left arm's the closest, but nothing needs to be repaired. Actually, I don't think we would need to repair our suit because we're not out of it. Forgot we had that. No. Repair. Can we modify it? No. What about this thing? No upgrade. It's already upgraded with the electrified, okay. So we can make it look like just this regular old thing. That's funny. So we will need that. Let's make as much fuel as we can. And we leveled up from it. You know, what we could do is every level up, is not that. So like, what did I just get? Is scrap whatever, you know, for those so we can get that faster, I guess. Alright. So we need go to Vault 63 Meteorology Sector and High Knob Lookout. And so, is this free fast travel? No, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So we know High Knob. Old rag. So this is going to be a problem. Because it's not telling me anything, so I have to... Oh man, why did they fuck up the update so bad? I'm guessing this might right here might be the meteorology site. Maybe this is High Knob. So we can go into those areas. Well, we have around 30 to 40 minutes left, so I tell you what, let's just go here, and then we'll go down here, up here. Let's just look at all of these little areas. Since nothing wants to appear on the map. Alright, so boom, pointed in the exact right direction. I'll see if we can't find anything interesting. Ranger stash. That's funny. Abandoned convoy. Got super mutants. Alright, life-saving sturdy leather left arm. Useless. They got eggs. Oh, I didn't mean to take that. When we've been here. So now we head in the direction that we are facing. It's hilarious that randomly putting myself in a direction and it just so happens to be the way we are trying to go anyway. Yeah, the update that messed it up was like almost a week ago now, so I mean hopefully by the next time I play this there'll be an update fixing it, but we'll see about that. Oh, turkey things. Oh, they don't want to mess with me, I won't mess with them. Alright, these fucking blood bugs are annoying as shit. We did discover it. And suffering from jelly fingers. What the fuck is that? Lightning Harvest Terminal. lightning harvester terminal. Deactivated, power offline, maintenance log. I wish they wouldn't build these things so far apart from each other. It takes me almost a full day to run diagnostics on the 3 of them. I know they have to be in highly specific locations according to the brainiacs down in the vault, but would it have killed them to put the tin cans a little closer together? Or just put a person on each one? Okay, that seems about it here. So we can go down to Camp Liberty perhaps and then work our way up like that. Oh, there's the turkey eggs. Bear's fucking me up. I don't know who that guy is. Look at the fish. Camp Liberty.
They're here. I can hear their capitalist thoughts.
Communist rookie.
Oh, it's hot! This is it! I win. You barely... Oh! When we catch you, you're going to the island!
The island.
No!
Oh, the one I just came from?
This may be dead. Here, you can barely... dead. Here. Yes.
Nightmare in the Garden.
Revolution is coming! Feel the gaze of
You don't
iron
have to.
on my face. Keep fighting,
You don't
comrade!
have your clothes on.
Revolution! Survival of the fittest! And that means us!
I don't know where you are. Ah.
I'm hit!
Drill. Forgot they added that as a weapon. Somebody needs to main the drill and the chainsaw as their weapons. It'd be hilarious. Can't open the potties? Red Menace. Prison Incident Report. Title: Prison Break Reporting Officer S. Briggs. Location: Correctional Facility. Incident details. 3 inmates attempted to escape from the prison. They successfully pried open the floorboards using concealed tools, subsequently attempting to tunnel their way out through the foundation of the prison. The discovery of this plot was made during a routine bunk inspection when contraband tools were found hidden beneath one inmate's pillow. After a private conversation with the inmate in question, they disclosed the identities of their co-conspirators, all of whom have since been appropriately dealt with. Outcome: the inmate who cooperated by revealing their fellow conspirators was placed in the secure inner holding cell, while the other 2 inmates were transferred to the island and the range, which follows established procedures. Next steps: we must increase the frequency of our inspections and implement a policy of separating groups exceeding 2 individuals to prevent such incidents from occurring. We must also fix the security flaw in the back corner before we get any new arrivals. So we also got... where's the, it was Red Menace. Oh, it's the game Red Menace. Okay. Contraband. Huh? King, Bishop, Knight. That's pretty nice. Final words. I will not die a slave. I won't become another piece of your puppets. Another one of your puppets. You won't put strings on me. And so he killed himself with a knife. Notice board. Camp recruitment drive. Recruitment drive. To all patrol group units, we need more recruits to sustain healthy growth in the camp. This is imperative to the cause and our continued success. The council have decided to set a target of 3 to 5 recruits brought back to the camp per week. This is a collective goal split between the entire patrol team. Best of luck, comrades. Signed, the council. Forever, we stand for the greater good. Morse code. Oh, cool. Well, I guess if you want to learn Morse code, here you go. Stony Man Lookout Assault. Your camp needs you. We need trained volunteers to join the assault on Stony Man Lookout. So far we have a strong unit, but believe a handful of extra personnel will increase our odds of victory. This assault has major importance for the camp as we look to grow and create more of the foothold in the region. If you're interested, come to the main hall in the center of camp. Signed, the council. Forever we stand for the greater good. I was wondering why there wasn't anything on the other side. It was on that side. Tried to use right away, but instead it took it. Who? Eight ball. Okay. Welcome, pioneers, and of course it has a hypnotism circle thing. We went up there, yes. Hello, glowing Yao Guai. I don't know where you guys are coming from.
Who's there?
Got the terminal. Drawing of super units. Communist Base Terminal, Operation Sleeping Giant. The following is an overview of a social experiment approved by the DIA to be set into action sometime within 2076 to 2077. Experiment overview. Goal: prove the effectiveness of communist brainwashing in an attempt to counteract its deployment against our citizens. Subjects: child-aged campers at a summer camp within the greater Washington, D.C. area. Method: augmented film aimed to send the viewer into a highly suggestive state, among other less proven methods. Conditioning: time period. Different sample groups ranging from 5 to 50 years, most within 20 years. Staff: mixture of government actors and genuine communist sympathizing youth from local area. Memory conditioning: before leaving the camp, these subjects would be put back into a highly suggestible state and fed fake stories about what they did at the camp during their time away. Evidence conditioning: subjects will be conditioned to ignore any evidence that could implant the idea that they've been brainwashed. This includes treating contradictory information as though it doesn't exist. Manual enforcement of this conditioning can be triggered with the phrase, "Let sleeping giants lie." Activation conditioning: the subject will be conditioned to reactivate to their camp conditioned state using the phrase, "The sleeping giant awakes to find an unhappy world." Exit procedures: reversal of the effects of the brainwashing are to be determined sometime after the final batch of subjects have departed the camp, assuming additional department funding can be secured. Okay. Radio broadcast. Automated broadcast of activation phrase 2082 failed, 87, 90, 93, 100, 2103 complete, and 10, 20, and 27 are pending. Re-education program. Comrades, to help build our army, we need as much recruits as we can possibly take. The Council has suggested doing a re-education program. The re-education program will consist of capturing capitalist Americans and putting them in holding cells back at the camp. Over the course of a couple of days, we will use our educational video along with other methods to show them the truth. Ones who are receptive to the video, as well as our other means, will join our ranks as brothers and sisters under the cause. The ones who fail will be terminated. Okay. Storm. In the wake of the storm. In the wake of the unprecedented storm, the camp has sustained substantial damage. Notably, the storm resulted in the destruction of segments of our camp's protective wall, along with severe damage to the bunkhouse and several other buildings. At this current time, a significant portion, if not all, of our members have been relocated temporary to the wild camping zone while repair efforts are underway. These restoration endeavors, however, are proving to be time intensive. This unforeseen setback has necessitated a shift in our priorities, with the focus of the camp taking precedence over our previously established objectives. Our ongoing strategy involves close monitoring of the storm's developments, as well as a commitment to enhancing our camp structures to ensure their resilience in the face of future weather events of a similar magnitude. Okay. So this is a very bad place. We already went up there.
They're here. I can hear their thoughts.
I don't know how with that thing going.
You barely
Why would that not attack him? Or maybe it was.
Imperialism is the fucking path. They're hurting us. What do we do? I'm hit. This is win. I wish. This may be more than.
Really? Have they really already respawned?
We'll take 10 of you! There he is. You barely
Didn't mean to take that shotgun. I don't know who threw that grenade. Pioneer treasure hunt start. A call for adventure. Discovery is one of the 5 main principles of the Pioneer Scouts. In the spirit of that principle, the Scout leaders have created a treasure hunt. Complete the riddle below and claim your prize. Beyond vast falling waters and a lofty tower up high lies a stream near a bog which catches one's eye. Follow me down past swampy trails I endorse to the source's root where liquid tails course. Climb over my mouth and let your eyes see 3 large rocks and an old husk of a tree. Explore within where secrets disguise to uncover the truth in your well-deserved prize. Was that the thing we already found? That would kind of be funny if it was. Camp recruitment drive. We've gotten this, and yeah, gotten that. Private property. So this was the entrance to it. I did not come in the entrance. Ben's diary entry 2 and 3. Where is number 1? I don't know. Ben's diary entry 2. Camp diary, October 24th, 2077, Sunday. Dear diary, I made it to the camp last night. A bit shaken up, but in one piece. I was greeted at the front by the camp counselors and some well-dressed men in suits. We explained the situation that transpired on the bus, as well as the large explosion we saw. 2 of the counselors were sent out to go help Mr. Mitchell, who was still on the bus, while the others explained to us that they thought the explosion could have been a nuclear blast. The well-dressed men left the camp shortly after we arrived due to losing contact with someone over the radio. The rest of us have been told to stay put and not leave the camp until help arrives. The counselors have been left in charge for the time being. I'm currently sharing a tent with some kids from the other scout group who have been here for a couple of days now. They are acting very strange and talking about weird topics I don't like. I assume it might just be nerves, which is why they're acting odd, but some of the conversations they have freak me out. The camp counselors are putting on a movie for us all to watch before bedtime, so I'm going to end the diary here tonight. I do hope my family are safe and I get to see them soon. Diary entry 3. Camp diary, July 29th, 2104. 2104. Tuesday. Dear diary, today marked an unusually boring start to my day as I found myself assigned to the worst role possible, guard duty at the prison. While I sat there at my post, one of those capitalist insects walked over the fence, a young girl with brown hair and a revolting knife scar tracing down her left eye. Likely a captive from a raider camp. She approached the fence and initiated a conversation with me. She bluntly inquired, "What led you to this path?" My immediate response was to command her to quit talking and return to her place, which she did with clear reluctance. Her words stayed in my mind throughout the remainder of my shift. I couldn't help but think about the reasons behind my unwavering commitment to our cause. I've always believed deep down that our mission serves a greater purpose and paves the way for a brighter future, but I have never taken the time to truly question why I stood where I did. So I thought writing down my reasoning here in my diary might be good for future reference. Why wouldn't I desire a communist utopia? What has capitalism ever done for me, or the nation as a whole? Capitalism stole my parents away from me. The government's greed and refusal to cooperate with China initiated the catastrophic war that ultimately claimed the lives of those dearest to me. Capitalism replaced the hard-working people of the very state with cold, unfeeling robots. Generations of families who had slaved away in mines and various industries for years were callously discarded and replaced in an instant with cheap robotic help. The privileged capitalist elite sought refuge in bunkers, while the majority of hardworking citizens who had empowered them either perished or suffered through the nightmarish aftermath they left behind. Should that boorish woman ever ask me again, I now have my answers. I am prepared to lay down my life for this cause, to fight for this creation of a new world from the ashes of the old one, a world designed for the many, and not just the few. Our nation can be rebuilt and restored to its former greatness under this ideology. I have never felt more certain about anything in my life than I do about this. Exhausted after my grueling 12-hour shift, I am now leaving my diary here for the night. There's still the task of preparing food for tomorrow to attend to. I definitely missed one, number 1, which was probably in, it said a bus. I don't know where that bus is, though. Where the bus at? Will there be harpoons in here? And the only reason I'm taking the Psycho and buff out and stuff is just in case we come across one of those boss fights near the end of the game. I don't know what's at the end of this. But usually when they have like a big update like this, there's like a big boss near the end or whatever, and I can just load up on Psycho. Operation Sleeping Giant. Attention. Let sleeping giants lie. Operation Sleeping Giant. Overview. Operation Sleeping Giant has been set up to investigate the effects of communist radicalization and brainwashing on children. We believe that the communist state could use this method and tactic to gain a foothold in this country via creating sleeper cells. The goal of the operation is to test the potency of brainwashing along with the short-term and long-term... Oh, we've already read this. Yeah, we read that. Council Member Terminal. Stony Man Tower notes. Today I found myself contemplating an important matter brought up by another council member. Where should we commence expanding our territory? I had thought about this for a while, and in my assessment, the logical starting point should be Stony Man Lookout. In recent weeks, we found persistent attempts by those moronic mutants to breach our camp's defenses. This proposed assault would serve a dual purpose, eliminating a looming threat while securing a valuable vantage point in close proximity to our camp. My next step will involve presenting this concept to the Council for their consideration. If it gains their approval, I will proceed with the task of assembling a dedicated unit to carry out this endeavor. The success of this mission could mark a significant step in our pursuit of dominance in the region. We saw how that worked out. Brown House notes. Searching the Brown House. As I examined the paper map earlier today, my eyes were drawn to the Brown House. This sparked a memory from my pioneer days. It dawned on me that this location was once the President's holiday retreat in the park. An idea occurred to me that we should consider dispatching a scouting party to thoroughly explore it. I hope that we might uncover remnants of documents alluding to the presence of government facilities, technology elsewhere in Appalachia or DC. Should this prove true, the potential is there for us to discover intel and facilities to securing advanced technology, thereby securing our safety and dominance for years to come. We'll need to see what the other council members think first, though. Encrypted note. Access denied and access denied. Interesting. The Morse code thing. And those two are closed. Can't get in there. Can't get in this one. Oh, it sucks. The only thing we're really missing is that note that was apparently on a bus that I missed somewhere. What? Fell through. But I believe that is probably it for this area. And so we're going to end it here. And when we come back, what we're going to do is go to South River Bridge. We'll go to whatever this is and then go up here, over here. And if we still haven't found it, we'll explore these areas all over here. But yeah, hopefully by then they'll have that update fixed. Or yeah, they'll fix the update. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day, and I'll see ya. Bye.